Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
He's now starred in his own viral video.
Move these cars out of the roadway now!
According to Police Commander Colonel Mark Charfauros, what viewers have seen at home is a director's cut. The 2-minute video fails to capture what really unfolded in the span of what he estimates was at least a half-hour long in front of an agate home on Christmas Eve. The video in question was captured from a responding police officer who was wearing a personally owned body camera. According to Chief of Police J.I. Cruz, who held a press conference on the matter on Tuesday, officers that night were responding to reports of loud explosions and possibly fireworks. Today, Charfauros explains he was fired up because officers were conducting a search of the nearby homes without probable cause or permission from homeowners. Although off-duty, Charfauros was called to the scene because residents knew he was also from the village.
When I arrived at the location, first thing I noticed was the entire roadway was blocked. They had 4 patrol cars that were there. The traffic couldn't move in and out. The officers were already there for at least 20 minutes. I corrected the officers by saying, hey, move your vehicles off the roadway, and why are you conducting searches without permission? Which means I did not tell them to stop. If you want to conduct house-to-house searches, then you would ask. You would respect the constitutional right of every citizen in this neighborhood. And I did not appreciate the officers treating the residents of Agate in such a manner that like they were common criminals. That is what you know what, that if anything, that got me ticking.
While viewers have speculated Charfauros was drunk when he showed up to the scene, he confirms otherwise, that he was recently diagnosed with Bell's palsy. He was on sick leave all last week. He was scheduled to return to work on Tuesday, but was instead stripped of his badge and gun and placed on administrative leave, pending the findings of an administrative investigation to be conducted by personnel from the Guam Fire Department, Guam Customs and Quarantine, and the Department of Corrections.
Was I upset? Sure, I was upset. But you have to understand that when I speak, I have Bell's palsy, so I slur, and so I had to speak at a loud voice for these guys. And even when I was talking to these officers, they weren't really moving, so I was under the impression they couldn't understand what I was saying because I had Bell's palsy and I had a hard time speaking and I was slurring.
If the officer is still unhappy with his conduct that night, Charfauros invites them to file a grievance. To view Charfauros' interview in its entirety, visit our Facebook page.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.